peoples, my peoples. Yeah. Hey, man, say this. It's always a pleasure, man, kukua hapa, kuwa cheki. I see you seeing me once again. Oh my goodness. Mama, we made it. Mama, we made it. Asanteni sana for joining us for this second session. You guys are loyal. Yani tulimaliza ile na mkaamua bado mtatafuta bundles, mtatafuta data, mtawasha hotspot, mkuje muwatch hii show. Na msee anakuambia wewe sio wa maana, manze usisikize. Usisikize hiyo kitu. Mimi, take it from me. Wewe ni wa maana. Now, for those of you that are joining us for this very first time, we have been doing a conversation on self-love and being the umbrella of it, and we've been discussing different things at the same time in concerns with self-love. So, na pia bado tumeongelelea drugs, how is the impact of COVID-19, vitu kama spiritual therapy. Hiyo niko sure hujasikia, unaisikililia hapa. So, go to our page, check hizo vitu zingine, watch and be impacted on. Now, let me do something nimeishi kutaka kufanya. Hollywood is calling. Previously, on self-love. Asante sana. So, kama wewe ni scriptwriter, unatafuta mtu, I'm your guy. So today we are going to talk on a very interesting topic. It's called emotional intelligence. We shall be covering it here. You heard it here first. Sindio? So, in school mostly, what we have been normalized to do is the academic performance, and that impacts heavily on our intelligence quotient. But in dealing with people, in dealing with your system, in anger, hizi vitu hatujajua. Hizi vitu sadly for guys ilikuwa inaambiwa man up and move, unaona. For ladies pia there is a way you've been just shut from really experiencing connecting with your inner emotions, and that is what the topic of today is, emotional intelligence. Now basically tu nikiwa nishaguzia hivyo, nataka panelist yangu it's introduced once again, and this time watasema their hobby. Asante sana. Last time kama ulikuwa na sisi tulianza huko, so this time mambo mapya tunaanza huko. Asante.
Chill, hobby ni nini?
Hobby. Someone right there is asking what is a hobby. Wacha usikie jibu. Let's move. Hobby ni chenye unapenda kufanya and your free time.
I love listening to music and I love playing guitar. I'm Mercy Protas.
Mercy Protas, thank you.
Yes, kama kawa young Tana. I like to do what I like to do many things, but what I like to do is to draw and to listen to music.
All right.
I go by the name Darlene Wangeshi. My hobby, I love listening to music, as we have all said.
That is a coincidence. We did not know this when it was starting. That was a coincidence, yes.
And basically, I love traveling.
All right.
Hey, Elizabeth Wanjiko, and I love dancing. Kuna ile kujua kudance na kupenda kudance. So I love dancing, traveling, and acting. What? Besides it being my talent, it's still my hobby.
That is beautiful. Msikia hapo kwa kudance. Si ile abafu ile ati nini. This is dancing. And of course with me is our guest, one of the most, it's an honor presenting this guy once again. His name is Pastor Edgar. He's a lead pastor at Trinity Vineyard Church in Nakuru, and also he is very, very nimse anapenda. His heart is out there for young people, more so the youths and the teens. But I'll still give him a chance atuelezee nani, and then we get into it.
So repeat some of what you said anyway. Again, I'm Edgar King. I am a pastor at Trinity Vineyard Church in Nakuru. That's almost like but my hobby, let's see. I wish I could dance. I cannot dance to save my life, but I do a lot of music. I really enjoy traveling, and now I feel like, oh my word, I'm just picking out things that have been said. I guess I move every day. Today something's beautiful, tomorrow it's not. And I am passionate for the young people, especially of the city. I grew up here. I went to school just outside this building. I'm passionate for the young people of the city because I think there's so much more God is calling us for, and it's not one day. It's right now.
Right now.
And so it's been an honor to be on this set with you guys.
Thank you very much. So, something I've been thinking about this topic on emotional intelligence. You know, it's how you handle yourself and also how you handle other people, just to break it down. So, this question goes out to you, my panelist. Yes, panelist. How do you react? Kwa sure sisi wote tushaikuwa na zile moments when kila kitu tunafanya man inaomoka. Nimeanza hii kitu inaenda. Nikifika hii tunaenda. As in everything is succeeding. Everything we're doing is succeeding, sindio? So how do you handle that? How do you handle success? Nimetaka kuna deal nilikuwa nataka iingiane, imeingiana, nilikuwa nafaa kufanya hii stuff, imeweza na pia imeleta even greater success than I expected. How do you deal with yourself in like that? We'll start with Protas, Young Tana, Darling, and Liz. Thank you.
I mean, what's there to expect about having accomplished everything? Definitely, utasikia tu vizuri, and you'll feel a lot of accomplishment, and you'll actually have a lot of self-impact on yourself, because if you're able to do this, you can do much more. Yes.
I think succeed si mbaya, ndio. Kwanza mamradi zikiingia tu one by one. The best thing ni jua ni God amekufikisha hapo. Hivyo ndio mimi nasema. Unajua the more utachukulia fame ndani, ile siku kwenye utahatishwa ama siku kwenye utaperform alafu ufanye blunder, tuseme leo nafanya poetry. Nikiweka microphone kwa hizo vitu zinakushikilia, alafu yanguke. Unajua hiyo ni stage massive. Sasa unaona kiburi ilikufanya ukasahau yenyewe jana amemfikisha hapo. Hata siku hizi uombagi ukifika kwa stage. So microphone imeanguka. Nabidi tu menyenyekea tena uanze tena uko chini tu.
Manze. Yeah, Darling.
How I feel about success, basically it increases my motivation. Nimeona, nimejaribu kuimba na ime work out. Basi wacha nijaribu dance kiasi nione kama ita work out. Na feel too motivated. Then after having a lot of success, unatulia kwanza, si ati unaifanya all of a sudden unaanza tena. You relax your mind, do your hobbies. Yeah.
Okay. Liz.
One, nasikianga. Whoa. I've made it. Of course. Yeah, my energy huwa inakuwa again rejuvenated. Na feel, yeah, I want to do more. If nimeweza kufanya hii, then this one I can still do it. Yes. But at the same time, there is that kafia in me. Yeah, okay, nimeweza kufanya. Pride itaanza kuwa rise in me. If itaanza, then there is nothing that I'm doing.
Alright.
Yeah.
I have loved that point and you may raise. Yeah, nina feel fiti but nina ako ka woga, si ndio? So pride, unajua pride manifests itself in many forms. So for you personally, nasa to assume teo ulikuwa unakalia KCSE nikapata A. Nina best yangu close yani sana lakini alipata E. Now how do you reconcile? Manze KCSE man umepita. Lakini how do you reconcile that happiness to interacting with the people around you? Usifanye wafeel ni kama wako left out, wafeel vibaya. How do you do that?
Okay. Hapo kuongea ukweli. Kuna tu ile tu yenye. Okay, wewe utajaribu watu wewe utajaribu vyovyote vile utafanya. Yes. Ndio usimeke wengine wa feel, but you know, hii dunia yetu, yes, the world that we are living in, watu tu wataona tu ni kama kiburi imeanza kuwa rise. And they will be like, ona sasa kilipata A, sasa hiki na ringa, wacha tuone penye kitafika.
Okay.
Unaona, so hapo vile inakuanga kind of tough, but when you have the grace of God, trust me, you will make it.
You will make it.
Yeah.
Grace of God. Timi? Yes. Umechora pale artwork.
Yes.
Imeweza. Imenunuliwa.
Yes.
Beste yako mlianza na yeye kila time ina flop. How do you reconcile that happiness that you have to interacting with the people around you?
First of all, nasema aje, beginnings, as much as the beginnings are better, and the end is better than the beginnings.
Yes.
So my end may succeed, yeah, but I just succeed. So kitu ndafanya ni na maintain ile level yenye tulianza na yeye. still sisi nimesucceed, sinaweza mpea advice venye hata ichukulia sini venye hata chukulia kama advice yangu ya succeed itamsaidia, then hakuna kitu nitafanya juu in the end. Hata sijui kuna place fulani kwa Bible inasema kwa Proverbs, sijui ni Proverbs chapter something inasemaga let not you yourself boast about yourself or kujigamba about yourself, but let other people to praise you. So na yes ku praise basi acha nimpe advice. Kama yeye hata praise you na hajachukua advice, then
it's on them.
Yes, the flow is his.
Right. Na ninapenda unajua unafanya kama Yesu. Hiyo pia Yesu wakati shetani alimtokea, akasema it is written in this book, in this verse. It was written. Na akasema what was written. And that is something inafanya ninaku appreciate sana. And on this imeleta, on this issue of handling people, nikiwa at the time I was in secondary school, kuna msee manze, we are live. Anyway, there was a time I was in secondary school and I was told by a friend, if someone steps on my toes, I should apologize for having my foot in their way. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, protest? Kwanza nataka kusikia kila mtu. What do you think about that statement?
Unaweza apologize.
Kama nini? Mbona?
Unaweza apologize. Okay, have it from this mindset. It's not always about you. You don't have to be in the right at all times.
All right. That is your perspective, Timmy.
And apologize by using this statement.
Yes.
Pole lakini umenikanyanga.
Wow. All right. Darlene.
Kaigo katasumbua kiasi.
Yes.
You know, as much as we are telling people points, we also need to learn ourselves. So, yes. Okay, nita apologize next time to akinikanyanga.
Hii unaacha. Hii zizi. All right, over to you, Liz.
Kidogo ni ngumu kuongea tu kweli. Itakuwaje mtu amenimwona alafu mimi ndo namwambia pole. Anyway, inasemekananga. Okay, tutatumia vile inasemekananga that you don't have to be wrong for you to apologize. Yeah. So hapo tu itatoka tu lakini
you'll choose to be the bigger person, eh?
Maybe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pastor Edgar, we can do it live. Yes, how would you react to that?
No, I wouldn't apologize for my foot being on the way if I hadn't done it intentionally. Now, but I feel like the heart of that statement is be willing to do everything it takes to reconcile. And I think there are so many ways to reconcile without also taking part in a lie, you know. There's a culture in Afunza, you can't forgive what wasn't done to you. So, you know, right now mguu yako ilikuwa kwa njia yangu, but I can't forgive you kwa mguu yako kwa njia yangu because you didn't do that to me. However, if that happened and, you know, unikasirikie for 2 weeks, because in any time watu wawili wamekoseana, no one is clean 100%. So in all this journey of 2 weeks, there are things you've done to me. Hey, pole that I didn't even come up for the conversation. You see, there are things you have done that you can ask forgiveness for. So I think I would rather find a way to bring reconciliation, which I think is the heart of that statement, without also being untrue. Because the next time utaniambia pole, I'll be like, maybe anafikiria hata hajafanya anything wrong, you know. So then it just muddies the relationship anyway.
All right. On that whole issue of reconciling with people and reconciling with people, Darling, nikona hii swali. I would like for you to think of a moment when you were there with a close friend, eh? And you were there with a close friend, beshte yako mwenye mko close, eh? And alikuwa na struggle through something ama alikuwa na experience a hard time. Yes. how did you deal with that situation? Amekuja akakushow mimi na struggle na hii stuff inani bring down. How do you handle them as Darlene?
Personally, I will put myself on inakwaga on ama under whatever shoes.
Yes.
So nita picture mimi ningekuwa the same situation, ningetaka kufanywa nini.
Right.
I will think emotionally, I will think as in I will try always, but as in utajaribu ku bring the point straight forward, minding his emotions. Haufai kumuumiza. As in let's say umse ni mtu wa drugs, haufai kumwambia utakufa, hapana. As in unamwambia tu what are the pros and cons, of the situation. No, aone.
All right. Thank you. Protas, still on the same question. How do you handle a friend who is struggling with something na amekuja ame open up to you?
First of all, how I approach the person really matters a lot. I tend to make sure that I'm not so judgmental, and what I actually consider and what I put into, like I just want to make sure that my thoughts and my relationship with this person is not affected with, yani the way I used to view this person is not affected with, you understand? Yes. And so, first of all, I just begin by making sure that they are fine. Maybe they wouldn't be fine, but what I actually do, I go to the root cause of what happened. So from there, I will know what to do and what not to do. But what I really put into caution is not to be judgmental as soon as possible, and yeah.
Now, nimependa listening what you're doing to yourself actually, and I'm gathering from what I've heard is lazima kuna your acceptance period, and what do you do that is therapeutic to yourself actually, sindio? You need to find those before you even think of probably reaching out. So, now on to a very interesting topic on still friendship and all. Now, you see, sisi wote as humans tunapenda connection. We like to be connected to people. And coming na him story ya connection, lazima kuna comparison fulani tu tutafanya. Mimi tuseme nyinyi ndio click yangu. Am I good enough like Timmy? Am I ni mimi kwa hiyo group mimi naongezea kitu, ama tu kwa hiyo best hata kama ni wawili. Kwa hiyo best mimi naongezea kitu, ama ni mimi ndio naongezewa. Una get? Kuna hiyo feeling ya najicompare na mse fulani, si ndio? So to start with Liz and then Protas and then Darlene, why do you feel, actually the question is why do you feel we have a need to compare? Why do you feel we have that need to compare?
Okay, there is a need to compare yourself if you take it in a positive way, whereby you say it in this way, ukijicompare na mtu, maybe you're going to benefit something, or you're going to gauge yourself that if huyu amefanya this something, ameweza kufika hapo, and it's something that tunaona it's very positive to you, nitakusaidia mahali, then I should get to know, ama I should get to compare what I'm doing yenye imetuma mimi bado sijafika pale. Yeah. So get to know this is what I want, na huyu amefanya hiki kitu ndio akafika hapo, I will compare myself nikijiuliza ni nini yenye sijafanya yenye huyu amefanya akafika hapo.
Asante sana.
I think people get to compare themselves because they lack, like they're afraid. They're afraid, for instance, how will this person view me? How is this person going to portray me in front of their friends, you know? And I think comparison just comes out as a result of fear, negatively. Yes.
All right. Darlene?
Basically, hata mimi nitatakol na negative. So the reason why we find the need to compare is because we think we are not perfect. Yeah. Umeona, like me, I'm a victim of this. Nilikuwa naenda Instagram and I'm seeing all these girls and I'm like, hey, this girl has nice hair, this girl has this. Yani, I just feel that I am not perfect. I want to be like this one because I think she's perfect. But what people actually don't know is that nobody is perfect. We are all equal. As in, venye Mungu alitubuild, alifanya wewe ukose kitu na huyo mwingine ako nayo. Like, acting skills si kila mtu ako nayo hapa. Like, yeah, we don't have to compare ourselves. Yes, we just feel like we are perfect. As in inside you wewe fikiria, and it's not a one day occurrence kufikiria you are perfect. It's a every day, it's a process. Kila siku unajiita ka mushemanyo nyuma ya tent. As in you just engage in yourself.
All right. You yes.
Yeah.
As much as you may tell us that, or as much as you may want to put it this way, that comparison is not good, at the same time it can be good, because it depends with how you're comparing yourself. Yeah. So kuna ile mtu mwenye ujicompare self with, yani in a positive way to get to know something, but we find that most cases inakuanga negatively, but it depends with you.
Yeah, that's why I started by saying on myself, I'm saying it on a negatively based manner.
It's okay.
Excuse me. Yes. Just allow me to ask a question.
Shoot.
Comparison can come positively and negatively, but the person who is comparing himself or herself may not know if it's positive or negative. How can you know?
That takes us to the question. Sasa kwa sababu mimi niko na guest. Kazi yangu let us hear.
Even though umehepa swali.
Ama timi unajisikia unaweza jibu hiyo. Tuachie guest. Ndio hiyo. That is why we have you here.
No. And I guess one of the things I'd like us to live with after this set is the important journeys of our souls, the spiritual journey and the journey of life. We'll do them every other day. So I'm heading to, I think that's something we have to do every day. Because let's say I'm hanging out with y'all and nimesha zoea, okay, I've stopped comparing myself to Liz, I've stopped comparing myself to Major, okay. Well, next time I'll be with a different crew and I'll have to learn all over again. So I think because coming to what you were saying, comparison is almost a very human response to, I think, what God has put in us. We were never meant to be complete on our own. Never. We were never meant to just stand on our own. So I can definitely see something I don't have. And part of it is we were meant to be satisfied in community and with God. Yet, because we are broken, na kuangalia nasema, oh my word, you speak so boldly. I wish I could do that, right? And so every day I must learn to tell myself, no, bless what she does better than you. So where we need someone to do that, she goes before me. Where I need to learn, because you're bringing something about, there are things I may need, where I need to learn, I ask them, hey, you seem to do this better, can you teach me? And where it's, because then it could also be very destructive, those are the times you say, no, it's okay not to know all this. It's okay not to be all that. Guess what? No one is. But guess what? Tomorrow morning, I'll have to tell myself all those things again. And in some season, you're doing really well, and then boom, she walks in. Boom, he walks in, and you have to start all over again. And it's the journey of discipleship. It's the journey of following Jesus. I think that's part of what it means when Jesus says, every day take up your cross. Not tomorrow, not once in a year. It's every day. Anza upya. Every day, learn to bless those who seem to be doing better than you, other than.
All right. Protas, do you feel like your question has been tackled?
Yes,
very
it has.
well?
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, naweza sema aje?
Yes.
The society inatufanya tujajicompare wengine. Unajua back in primary nilikuwa naambiwa who is your role model. So mentality yangu ni who will I compare myself with? Yeah. Yes.
Okay. For now, wacha niwasimamishe hapo, and we are going for our break, which is not just for the gram. I hope, listen to this poetry by the way. I hope it will speak to your heart. Yeah, man. Tuchekiane immediately after this break.
So kama kawa ni young tana sijakuja kuwabamba but kuwakilisha mwamba. This young handsome kamba na niagono na jibamba due to his mighty works and great deeds neza jigamba. Neza jigamba juu nimetoka party niko kwa nyumba na kula chapati na nyama. Nimecha hunting juu nishapata simba wa Yuda. Sisi wali nikatia nikapata boli yake. His word is for eternity. Bado sijina maternity. That's why I'm here to deliver. Nilitamani kuwa famous ka Victor Wanyama. Niache legacy ka Mandela. We looked upon by others ka Obama. Nicheze boli ka Pogba bazote ni kujidanganya. Nilitamani kuwa mrefu ka James LeBron. Ni that black spy kwa movie ya James Bond. I make my country proud of me ka Lupita Nyong'o but zote ni uongo. Not that we compare ourselves but some commend themselves. But when they measure themselves with one another and compare themselves with one another, they are not wise. So I am fearfully and wonderfully made, for I am made in the image and likeness of God. I'm Bekasuku that I'm no longer putting my words on paper. I'm Biawatu that I'm no longer copying them, I'm copying my creator. I'm Biawatu that I'm no longer following them, I'm following my maker. Anaitupenda sote despite ya gender juu kujifanya high class tuliachia twiga na copy Jesus ndo niwe winner. So I'm not a copy paste, I'm an original. Nimegrow this store bila manyoa niki natural. Nimekuwa strong bila chakula GMO niki natural. My nomadic words zimekuwa pastoral. So I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm happy the way I am. I am happy for who I am and I am glad for who I have become. So ukiwa tu pale mtaa, chukua ka selfie, chukua kioo jiangalie. Who do you see? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful? No, the most handsome of them all. Obviously, it's you. No, it's me. So, geukia jirani, hapo ama neighbor, numuimbie that Jesus loves me. This I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones, to him we belong. We are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. So God loves you just the way you are. You don't have to do a thing. You don't have to change a thing. No, just the way you are, and be grateful for the simple things which might be a blessing. Hashtag be yourself. Peace.
And we are back. We are back kama mgongo. No?
What? No.
Back kama dogi?
To go back.
Still no.
To go back.
Wow. Huko mnafanya mtu akwe na ngumu. Mwenyewe nimejua mimi ni mfani. Mnafanya mtu asiji accept. But anyway.
It is what it is.
We are back from our not just for the grand period. I hope mmesikiza that powerful poetry. By the way, you know, for me, I'm a lover of actually poetry, and I hope imewaongelesha and has tunasema spoken unto you. Yes. And previously, before we went for the break, we were tackling something. But kuna kitu moja yenye nime notice even with all of us, not us here, but a lot of guys, watu wanasikia hizi news za COVID kutoka kwa news, mnasikia you have not experienced it, so you are thinking hii kitu inakaa scam. Sisi lazima hizo namba zinaripotiwa tu. So long as I have not interacted with it, I don't think it is real. Actually, this thing is real, guys. This thing is very, very real. Hizo vitu mnasikia symptomatic na asymptomatic, it can get to you. So what we are advising from as the JC Momentum Teens Show and my panelists right here, take the necessary precautions, wash your hands. Hii kuimba happy birthday, by this quiz inasaidia 20 seconds to happy birthday hapo to you, and also wear your mask. Na ni hizi surgical. Ndio tunapenda swag and all, but again for our health, wear these surgical masks. Anywho, back to us at the studios now. That was in other news. I am just nina receive one nini from our viewers, which I think it's appropriate if I read for you so that we can engage on this. Anauliza, the statements, you are unique, we are work in progress, no human is perfect, loving, yani every venye nimeweka hapa ameweka na Kiswahili fulani, but I guess what they're trying to mean is we accept ourselves, we are not perfect, every day is a learning day. what do they mean to you? This is the question now. Such statements, what do they mean to you, and does it influence you in any way to become a better person in loving and appreciating yourself? And I would love to hear your thoughts as the whole panelist here. And I will start with Timmy.
Yes. The question.
Yes.
Can you repeat the question?
Repeat. Amasema, hizi statements kama you are unique, you are worth it, no human is perfect, we are work in progress, such comments, what do they mean to you? That is the first question. And does it influence you in any way to become a better person?
Vile nimefanya saa hii nimekwambia rudie swali si ndio? Inaonyesha I was not perfect juu sijashika swali. Imaanisha lazima ushike swali.
That is wise.
The first times ndio.
Yes.
Juu you must be a keen listener ndio uishike, ndio kwa maana nimemwambia rudie mara ya pili ndio nikuwe keen kusikiliza. So unaona so kila kitu lazima ukuwe perfect. Juu wenyewe hata ukiwa perfect in the end utasema aje huyu jamaa anajichocha. Yaani hiyo ndio tunajua tu. Mimi ningesema tu strive to do your best. Kuna sijui a wise man said wise things, akasema ati life yako na interpret kwa Sheng, life yako ni kabla hujai accomplish kama hujajua reason ya wewe kukua kwa hiyo life. Unaona? So usipojua hiyo reason then utajikompea na itaisha tu hivyo tu, utaweza kuachieve kenye wewe unataka kuachieve. Utaachieve kenye mama yako, baba yako anataka wewe achieve.
All right. Liz, what do you think of the same?
Okay, I'll just put it in a simple way. I never work to be perfect, but I work for what is good enough. So nitapatia an example. Maybe tuseme kwangu I love acting. Perfect to me ni kufika Hollywood. But junajua siwezi fika hapo vo in a span of time. I'll just work good enough nifike maybe kwa TV. From there, good enough to me itakuwa tena kufika to another level, maybe kwenda kuactia country ingine. From another level nitafika to Hollywood. So I never work to be perfect, but I work for what is good enough.
Wow, that's a powerful statement. Darlene.
Basically what people tend to think is that ukifanya kitu unafaa kusucceed hiyo moment, and that is a scam. Wacha niseme scam.
True.
That is a scam.
Yes.
Because let me tell you, you don't wake up one day and be a lawyer. You have to go to school, you have to get your master's degree, you have to get your PhD, and it's okay on the way uanguke cuts, but you need to make it. You have to. It's not even you need to, you have to. So that is basically what I tell myself. If I want to do this, I have to, not I need to. Yeah.
Okay, so you take the mistakes, accept the failures. We are work in progress.
Yes.
It's not a must we get it this time.
No wonder we are saying no one is perfect.
Thank you. Mercy Protas.
Do something as if you're doing it, like you'll never get a chance to do it. What I'm just trying to say is put in your best and do it as if you're doing it for the Lord.
For the Lord.
Yes.
So even if it fails and I did my best in that, I should be content with that.
Yes. That's
All right. That's very, very interesting. And you see, with me here, we have a very lovely audience, and in this course of interaction, we want also Pastor Edgar to be able to give us now to connect what we have been talking all through and give us I will call it a professional and also a spiritual way to go about this, because at the end of the day we are here for you, and it's our desire that from these conversations we've been having, you get healed, you get it actually speaks to you as an individual. So I will ask from the audience, aside from Pastor Edgar, to give me your final remarks on what you have thought about this whole statement, starting from last week up to this week. Last week we spoke about selfishness. We are looking, the umbrella is self-love. So we spoke at it from selfishness, confrontation. This week we've looked at comparison and emotional intelligence. So from all this conversation that we've had, In a few words, how has that been for you? What have you learned? What are you taking home with this conversation? I'll start with Liz.
Okay, what I'm taking home, in everything, I should be contented. And I should love myself the way I love my neighbor. And I should love my neighbor the way I love myself. And another thing is that in everything I get to do, I should learn to appreciate myself. No matter how small it will be, or no matter how negative the outcomes might be, so long as I had put an effort in doing it, I should appreciate myself. So that nisikuwe hurt ndani yangu.
All right.
Yeah.
Self-care there. Thank you. Mercy Brothers.
I think what I've taken out from this whole talk is that it's okay not to be okay. And one of the things is that you should don't be selfish about anything, and just be okay with what you are, how you are, and yeah.
5 things. Ya kwanza ni
When ndio ulikuwa serious. Nice. Okay.
On my vessel. The first thing is huwezi simamisha nini, huwezi fanya backbiter ache ku talk back at you, but wewe unaweza jisimamisha usikuwe backbiter.
All right.
The other thing is no one is perfect. The third thing is tujikubali. Ukiwa mrefu, ukiwa mfupi, kuna ile nguo yenye uja mrefu hawezi vaa, unaweza vaa ukiwa mfupi, na kuna ile nguo yenye mrefu akivaa unaweza ukiwa mfupi hawezi vaa. Ujikubali. The fourth thing is in everything we do, give thanks for it's a privilege that the air we are breathing, see your ventilator ama see your box. And the fifth thing is give thanks, accept yourself now. Never give up in whatever you do. Watu wataongea, then watachoka, na kama Mungu atawachukua na utabaki tu hapo. Weji push.
All right. Very, very raw comments there.
What I've learned these few weeks is that self-love is the act of acceptance. Once you accept yourself is when you can now start feeding on others. As in, ukishajikubali ndo utaanza kupenda hao watu wengine, ndo utaanza take care of hao watu wengine. So it all starts within you. Lazima ujikubali ndo hizi vitu zingine ziflow. Self-esteem iflow, all that.
Thank you. I think from my end, yenye nimepata mzuri sana is we are stewards. We own nothing. That you may sink in. We own nothing. We are stewards. So even the love I'm giving to myself, I should connect it to God, because God is the giver of everything that I have. Over to you, Pastor Edgar, now. This is your time to shine.
Ningare kungara.
Yes, Texas is watching. USA is watching. Kidogo tu hivi tatumia link Trump. Moving on.
No, it's been such fun sitting with all of you and just the real and raw conversations zinaendelea. And so what I want to do is just share my heart on that stuff, and just what I feel. Again, I think sometimes in the church we go wrong because we think people are living outside there in a bubble. No, people are living real life. So how do we bring real life into real spirituality, you know? And so maybe to journey through the 4 things tumeongea last week na leo, you know, starting with the whole idea of accomplishment, right? I think society tumekuwa na shida moja. We think we've sold this idea that you can be anything. Well, guess what? You can't be anything. You can't be everything. You can definitely be something and really good at it. That's how we were built. That's how we were created. So let's stop this idea ya kuambiana, no, if you work hard, you can be and quite frankly, we have a lot of things zenye tunaweza fanya if we put our minds to it, but it's not everything. And we sell that to young people. We tell them unaweza kuwa kila kitu. No. How about we invite them to what they're actually made for and push them towards that. And you know that goes back to the school conversation. Mi nilikuwa naitwa hapo mbele si mara mbili. But anyway, wow.
Umeamua kuchoma mbele.
Ama hapo nilikuwa kusema how do you deal with yourself ukiaccomplish. So I think it was someone said that the school system is trying something important, you know. But where we fail at is how to realize what it's making the one mwenye hajawai itwa hapo mbele, I feel. Na kuna mwenye hatawai itwa. Let's just take life for what it is. Kuna mtu hatawai itwa hapo. Yet, because they're just not built for that. And it's sad when parents, you know, we want the best for our kids. But math isn't for everyone, you know, and that kind of thing. How do we do community? Because we won't change school systems on this panel, but we can change how we do community. We can change our friendships. How do we do community in a way that encourages you to be the best at what you do, and we celebrate you there? So hata wewe tunakuweka mbele kwa stand yako, right? Alafu huyu kwa stand, because we all need something to emulate, and someone, and at the very best we all want to become like Jesus. He's the standard, you know. So let's encourage each one. Hey, you do this really well. Let's put you up front. And you know that again goes to the conversation we're having of comparison. Well, I'm never going to be good at everything. I cannot dance to save my feet. But I've hung out with people who are killing it, right? So I need to always remind myself, it's okay. Kuna time yangu ya kunga. And I think pia sometimes we tell each other, ni vibaya kuwa good at. No, it's okay to ngara and know that, yes, I do this well. If mtu anasema, nani anaweza toa spoken word mzuri, sema, saa zingine mi ujaribu. No, hey, mi ufanya hiyo poa, right? Nani anaweza dance, mi ujaribu. Watu wa gitaa sana. Mi ujaribu. You know? No, if you can do something, say, not proudly, but let's not have fake humility. Kuna fake najaribu. No, I do this well, right? And then, ikifika tani yako, na kuachia wepia ngara. Which then obviously leads me to the conversation of how do you do self-love? Because what you don't want is to be selfish. Someone I listened to, who anasema, if you really want to be selfish, if you can't get your mind off yourself, the best thing you want to do is live your life for others. Because it's actually more fulfilling to give. It's actually more fulfilling to love others. And, you know, if everything goes right, watashinda wakiongea kukuhusu. If everything goes right, ukikufa watasema, mazee umse alikuwa mzee. So if you really, really want to be selfish, maybe the best thing is to live for others. But then, let's even walk away from that. I think the best way to, not the best way. I don't think I could come up with that. But one of the best ways to look at self-love is, what do I need to have or to do for myself so that I am in a good enough place to bless others? What do I need for that? So if I need personal time away, I will take that. Not because msinisumbue time yangu, but really it's about, I need a break so that I can come out and bless you. And I'm hoping you're doing that so that you can come out and bless me. Hey, I love music. I'm going to invest in something, a good music system, because, hey, I will be in a good place to then bless the world. So it's not ujinyime au furahi maisha. God isn't calling us to a gloomy life, but we're being invited to everything and God is quite extravagant. Who would give up his son just to save, even if it were one person, right? So God is quite extravagant. I have experienced God's extravagance in very cool ways. Like who would have spent that much on me if it weren't for God? So it's about spend as much as God provides on you, time, money, whatever. Only if you can remind yourself that you're a steward. You're supposed to give it all away anytime God asks for it and that opportunity presents itself. And yeah, I think I'd live it at that today.
This is bado tu hata nikiwa hapa, it's what you've said is just sinking in more and more and more. So your part here, God is extravagant. But I'm connecting that with the fake humility. We've been taught we should be humble, so we have taken humble as accepting. Even what we are doing, we should not accept it. We should not accept it.
Hey, look good, ni Mungu.
Oh, we should actually be doing that.
That's okay.
All right.
It's true, isn't it? Yeah.
Wow. Hey, mimi hata ndio nalana hapa Unajua tumeza nikujaribu. Napenda hiyo, I like your hoodie. Nikujaribu tu. And thank you very much, Pastor Edgar, for joining us for this conversation. I think before we end it, this is something that has affected a lot of teens, and not only even teens, young adults. It's something, as you've said, as we go through this journey of life, we meet it, and I feel like there's someone right there who has been watching us and following us through all through the series. And it will be nice if you would have actually prayed for us and also for them.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, their hearts, we connect them to God.
Yeah.
And I think that will be nice.
Okay, awesome. So just a word of encouragement that came up when we were doing all this. You are worth more than anything you can do, anything you have. So, Jesus, we invite you to make us aware of your presence right here in this room and the people watching from wherever. I pray that your Spirit fills our hearts, our minds, our rooms, and we will respond. Lord, I pray that you heal those places in our hearts that have been hurt by when we didn't think we were good enough, and whisper in our ears that we are enough to you. Even more than that, Lord, I pray that we will join you in loving the people around us, that we will not live a life for ourselves because you didn't live life for yourself. So, Lord, help us become like you. In Jesus' name.
Amen. And thank you very much for tuning in. For following us through this series. Recommend this conversation to your friend. As I always say, click that like button, subscribe to this Ashiana Hotspot, call your friends, let's subscribe to this channel. And more so, if you are in that place that you would want even to talk about this, kuna namba tu inatokea hapa chini, feel free. You can contact us, you can call us, you can send an SMS. Ata please call me. We shall call you right back. Otherwise, I've been your host, Major Minor. This has been the JC Momentum Teens Show. Till next time. Nyinyi ni wa maana.
Bye.
Bye. All right.